problems of explain Bitcoin like I'm five. There's a bit of a problem through. What if some guy over a blizzard created more? He could just add a couple of digital apples to his balance whenever he wants. It's not exactly like when we were on the bench that one day. It was just you and me then. Going through Blizzard is like pulling an Uncle Tommy, a third party, out of court. Did I mention he's a famous judge? For all our park bench transactions. How can I just hand over my digital apple to you, like you know the usual way? Is there any way to closely replicate our park bench? Just you and me transaction digitally seems kinda through. The solution. What if we gave this ledger to everybody instead of a ledger living on Blizzard computer? It'll live in everybody's computer. All the transactions that have ever happened from all time in digital apples will be recorded in it. You can't cheat it. I can't send you digital apples. I don't have because then it wouldn't sync up with everybody in the system. It'd be a tough system to beat, especially if it got really big. Plus, it's not controlled by one person, so I know there's no one that can just decide to give himself more digital apples. The rules of the system were already defined at the beginning and the code and rules are open source. It's there for the smart people to contribute to maintain, secure, improve on, and check on. You could participate in this network too and update the ledger and make sure it all check out for the trouble. You could get like 25 digital apples as a reward. In fact, that's the only way to create more digital apples in the system. I simplified quite a bit, but that system I explained exists. It's called the Bitcoin Protocol, and those digital apples are the bitcoins within the system. Fancy. So, did you see what happened? What does the public ledger enable? The first, it's open source. Remember, the total number of apples was defined in the public ledger at the beginning. I don't the exact amount that exists within the system. I know they are limited. Scarce. When I make an exchange, I now know that digital apple left my possession and is now completely yours. I used to not be able to say that about digital things. It will be updated and verified by the public ledger. 3. Because it's a public ledger, I didn't need Uncle Tommy, third party, to make sure I didn't cheat, or make extra copies for myself, or send apples twice or thrice. Within the system, the exchange of a digital apple is now just like the exchange of a physical one. It's now as good as seeing a physical apple to leave my hand and drop into your pocket, and just like on the park bench. The exchange involved two people only, you and me. We didn't need Uncle Tommy there to make it valid. In other words, it behaves like a physical object. But you know what's cool? It's still digital. We can now deal with 1,000 apples, or 1 million apples, or even 0.0000001 apples. I can send it with a click of a button, and I can still drop it in your digital pocket if I was in Nigeria and you were all the way in New York. I can even make other digital things ride on top of these digital apples. It's digital after all. Maybe I can attach some text on a digital note, or maybe I can attach more important things, like say a contract or stock certificate or an ID. So I'm going to end the video right here. You can subscribe to my channel, leave a like and comment down below. You can also go to the We Use Coins website or the Buy Book link. You can also check my blogger down in the description down below. Thanks for watching and listening.